I'm trying to think of a way to explain this movie without it sounding too confusing because I really enjoyed it. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about Kneecap. I got to see this movie a few weeks ago with AMC Screen Unseen. It should be out by the time you see this video. The movie is kind of based on a true story. It takes place in Northern Ireland. There are some subtitles. Get over it because they speak Irish. Even when they're speaking English, with that accent, I still needed subtitles. The movie is played like a comedy drama. It's about language in Northern Ireland. Some people speak Irish. Some people only speak English. The Brits want people to only speak English in Northern Ireland. Makes no sense to me. Anyway, we follow these two drug dealers. One of them gets arrested and he refuses to speak English. Like he's just talking Irish the whole time to the interrogator. So a translator is brought in. They start talking in Irish, of course. And the kid is just like, yo, you got to help me out here. I didn't do anything. You got to help me out. So the guy is like, all right, cool. And he's translating the wrong stuff. He's saying all this stuff that the kid didn't say. And it's funny. And eventually he gets this book. And it has rhymes written in it. And the guy is reading it, but he's reading it in English because he's translating for the lady. And the kid that got arrested, he's like, it sounds better in Irish. And he doesn't want the police to have it. So the guy takes the book and he goes home. He's a music teacher and he starts reading the lyrics in Irish with like music in the background. And he's like really feeling the lyrics and he's like, okay, I like this. He eventually runs into the kids again. And he's like, yo, you have to put this to music. You have to rhyme. You have to do it in Irish. And they're both like, what? You want us to do Irish hip hop? Nobody listens to that. And he's like, exactly. It'll promote the language for people to listen to the Irish language and want to speak Irish. And they're like, all right, cool. They get super high. Like, the movie is a lot of drug use. They are smoking weed. They're drinking alcohol. They're doing cocaine. They're doing a lot of stuff. And they record this one song, and they come up with the name Kneecap. They explain why it's called Kneecap. And it turns out the people starring in the movie are actually the real members of Kneecap. I did not know that going in, that this was a real group in real life. The movie also has Michael Fassbender. He's in it a couple of times. But it's really the group of Kneecap. And they perform in this pub with like 5 people. And the music sounds cool. They show it on screen. They're rapping in Irish, but they're showing the English translation on screen, which is really cool. And one person records it and, of course, uploads it. And people start seeing it. And it kind of takes off. And people are rapping the lyrics, and they have another show at the same spot, but more people are showing up. And they do a funny thing where they take the wrong drugs and everything slows down as they're performing and the crowd is looking at them and they're just like throwing drugs in the crowd and performing, and it's a hit. Everybody is loving it. But the 3 members still have other lives that they have to deal with. So the music teacher is a music teacher. So he wears a mask and he has to deal with being a teacher and hiding his life from the school while he's like promoting drugs and everything and doing all these drugs. He's also hiding it from his girlfriend. One character, his dad is Michael Fassbender, and he like kind of faked his death, and he's supposed to be living up to that, but he's talking about drugs and everything. So each character has their own things going on, but it's so well done and it's very, very funny. I was laughing a lot at this movie, at the things that the characters were saying, the things that they were doing when they were on drugs and when they were off drugs. But it was very entertaining to watch. There's also protests going on, but because they're promoting they want to protest, we need to speak Irish in Ireland. And it kind of clashes with what Kneecap is doing, because the government, the British people are like, look at the Irish language, look at this group Kneecap, and they're talking about drugs and they're talking about attacking the Brits. Do you really want to promote this language? So it's like a friction there between Kneecap and some of the people protesting for the Irish language, even though Kneecap is promoting the Irish language because they're rapping in Irish and people are like, hey, I'm learning Irish because of you. So they are doing their part for the Irish people to speak more Irish, but the government is trying to use that against them. And it was really well done. I really enjoyed the movie. If you get a chance to see it in theaters, definitely watch it. Yes, sometimes it's a little confusing understanding them when they're speaking English with that accent and they were talking really fast, but I had a good time. Like I said, I went in, I didn't know what movie was going to be playing, and this came on and I was like, I seen the trailer, I have no idea what this is about, and I really enjoyed it. So those are just my thoughts on Kneecap. If you get a chance to watch it, let me know what you thought about it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Deuces.